We were in the
Yeah.
cloud stand. You missed it.
Yeah. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the first reaction stream for the Star Trek Lower Decks series finale.
Boo!
Hopefully, not forever. Um, the new next generation. I keep wanting to say the last generation, but that's a Picard episode. And I'm sad about it. I don't want it to be the end.
Yeah.
As everyone
Boo,
wanted.
Paramount.
Yeah. Basically, boo. I should set Moopsy after you. Everyone want to go around and introduce themselves?
Hey, I'm Marcelo Stroza. I'm a writer, a podcaster, and a YouTuber.
Hi, everybody. I'm Stanley. I am also a podcaster at Salon Trek here on YouTube. I am also a writer and a artist, and my day job in operations destroys my soul, but also lifts it up in fun way. Destroys it through spreadsheets, lifts it up through the work that we do. End of rant.
Hi, I'm Rachel, also a podcaster and here a lot. I guess what did you guys think about this episode?
I laughed. I had joy. I had bittersweet sorrow. It was so good. And you know what? I know this episode wasn't designed originally to be the final episode of the show, but it felt like the end of an era and beginning of something new. I was so happy that Mike McMahan actually wrote this episode himself. I thought that was so awesome.
That's good.
Yeah, I also loved this episode. I thought it was damn near perfect. I found myself on my first watch, because of course I rewatch it. On my first watch, there was one thing that I had hoped for that didn't happen. I was hoping for more of a resolution for the whole to Paul Dax situation last week. But then on my rewatch, I realized like that did resolve itself. It's open-ended for that story to continue in our brains, or maybe someone else picks it up and makes it. But this episode was exactly what it needed to be. It was focused on our lower deckers, wrapping up the issue that was triggered last week, but has been on throughout the season, and did it in a really lovely way. We got some wonderful character moments for literally everybody. All of their next steps are delightful and make sense, and not since I've loved them all, but not since All Good Things of the Next Generation have I felt a series finale just hit all of the buttons it needed to hit. And like I said, damn near perfect. It was a beautiful episode, super fun, super funny, everything that it should have been. And damn you, Paramount, give us more, please.
It was. I also loved this episode. I'd say it's funny because it didn't. I really loved the episode, and it didn't feel like any kind of finale to me till like the very end of it. And then I'm on PTO right now, so I was like, I'll stay up, which led to me crying at that like final montage and like alone in my house. So I don't know if that's a good or bad thing. But
hey, I was crying alone too. Don't worry. There's nothing wrong with having emotion.
No, and look,
Moopsy will keep me company and make me better.
Look. I cried twice today. I cried once when I watched this episode, and another time when I watched a specific trailer about this guy flying through the air. So yeah, crying is completely fine.
I'm the biggest fan of that franchise, and that got me.
Yeah,
I was like, oh, I'm excited about this project I wasn't excited about before. Really cool.
So good.
God, I haven't had a chance to talk to Father yet, like enough about that trailer yet, and I was like, I need to.
I just hope they finally tell us where he came from. We haven't seen an origin story.
Oh my god!
God, I hope we have to watch Pods Can't Die another time.
Oh my god!
It's actually so weird because it's like either Podcat dies when he's young or Podcat is fine. There's no in between. It's very funny.
Yeah, no, but you know what? I'm very interested to see.
This might be the earliest we've ever got off track.
yeah. No,
You're welcome.
My fault. I also loved in the finale what they did with Starbase 80 because
that's
Starbase
really fun.
Yeah, Starbase 80 was this thing that I was like, are they just gonna make a joke about this space station all like every time they bring it up? But actually, when we went there, I got a new appreciation for the people who work at Starbase 80 and the space station itself. So now that Starbase 80 is basically guarding a interdimensional wormhole into different
Hmm.
realities, it's so cool.
Hmm.
It is. I think Joel made a comment, but I was thinking, I was like, oh, it's like weird. It's lower decks Deep Space Nine. We
Yes.
Yeah.
have to we have to throw an old station there.
And it was so funny because in the first episode, Captain Freeman was so freaked out about her alternate reality,
Yeah.
Freeman being assigned to Starbase 80, and now she's based there
Oh, I didn't even. That's
Pick up on
and
that.
amazing.
and, and
I
accepted it
also,
thanks to
yeah,
their own shenanigans on Starbase 80.
I
The show is so good. Damn it, Paramount.
It's okay. It's okay.
I need uh yeah, everyone check this out when we're done. And after the salon is done, check out
Yeah,
Father's
yeah.
reaction to
Copy and
this.
paste that after
Yeah,
the salon.
after the salon.
Come back here, copy and paste, and after
Yes.
this. I'm kidding. It's in the feed. Super good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um
It's a it's a great trailer reaction.
I
And it's very lower decks. It's such a lower decks thing to happen.
yes,
Like this
it is.
joke matters.
Um I also like genuinely love the like we haven't seen a ton of the Freemans as a couple, and like
Mm.
their one little interaction, I was like, this is adorable. Them
Yeah.
like riveting to like, you need to go to the gym. No, I want to golf. Like
I want to golf.
Yeah. It'll be cute.
I
It's cute to think about like now Starbase 80, whatever he as an admiral is in charge of is going to be
mhm.
based there. She's in charge of the interdimensional Lily Sloan of it all,
I love
enterprising. So
that
cool.
people who don't know why he's there would be like, why did that admiral get assigned to Starbase 80?
Yes.
Like
Like we have a
What it-
commander, we have a captain, and we have an
yeah.
admiral, all in charge of different things.
I
The worst space station.
I'm sorry.
um
The worst space station.
I
Hey, Trevor.
I
It's my
imagine
co-host.
yeah, I imagine use the holodeck for golf, right? You don't need to like
Yeah,
take up all
yeah,
that
yeah. You
room.
don't need to roll.
I'm trying to think like else in like the episode itself. I loved the science besties. Still a
Yeah.
little
Oh God.
competitiveness,
That
but oh
moment
my,
was so funny. And then
the
the
like
friendship high five.
the combination of like it weirdly reminded me of Captain Planet and like an anime girl transformation.
Yes. Yes.
Like with our powers combined. Like
Yeah. Or yes. If I thought it would look very anime too, but
yeah.
I love the Captain Planeting of them
Hmm.
together just to push a button. Like,
Yeah.
it was so cute.
It was
Ugh.
so funny. And oh my god, this is a joke early on, but the Klingons turning into Discovery Klingons was so
Yes.
funny. It was maybe it's a good thing that I no one was around because that I laughed so hard at.
Mhm.
Like
That got me. The
He's completely.
brace for weird really got me.
mhm.
That made me laugh out loud. And then also I just like I am a ship porn aficionado.
So that
The
sequence.
the whole sequence of the Cerritos changing into different versions was so good. All of them look so cool. I posted about this earlier. Fan
Mhm.
Home needs to get on it because they're gonna have a lot of my money. I want every version of the Cerritos on this bar behind me with my other ships. Like
I
the callback to going all sovereign class, which was
I
a
love
joke. Captain
I
Freeman didn't want
yeah.
her refit ship to go all
Yeah.
sovereign. This show is so good.
It's so good. It's like I love that it's at this point. It's been at this point for a while that it can be referential to itself, not even just Star Trek as a whole.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And it's so good. I'm glad this episode very much was about Lower Decks, the show, which I'm glad it being the. Now I want to like take a drink in sadness every time I have to mention the fact it's the final episode.
And all
I
all of the themes, like it was working together, communicating better. Everybody has a role to play. You're never too
I
old to matter. Do
when
not
Oh,
he
apply that to
goodness.
politicians. Like
um
any ship can be important. Any base can be important. Ugh,
Right.
I love the Rutherford. It's like just because something is old doesn't mean it's like better kind of
yeah.
thing. Rutherford was. Although, would you like to hear my conspiracy theory about why they took the implant out of Rutherford? Which is to
Why?
make it easier for Eugene Cordero to play Rutherford in live action.
Oh, that's,
Ooh,
ooh,
Like,
that's
yes.
a good idea.
yeah,
I mean, they could give him a prosthetic, but
they could,
yes.
but it would be easier if they didn't. And
If they didn't do it.
poor Tendy still has to be green. Poor Noel Wells still would have to be like painted green.
Yeah.
Unless she was on a
I
secret spy mission.
This was also the funniest thing, which is
Yes.
they immediately get the best weapons and they immediately go down.
Weapons
It's
are
like no.
amazing.
Oh my god,
No.
using the engineering god like powered woman from the
Yes,
previous
her coming
episode.
back.
That
So
was really
good.
cool. I
I
yeah, but I lost I lost my mind when she did a like an anime thing on top of the ship. I was like,
yeah.
is she gonna do like a Thunderball from Dragon Ball Z? I'm
Yeah.
like, get out of here!
I so many weird anime references in this episode.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
There were a lot
I
of fun little random moments like that. Like one I didn't catch until I was reading the Trek movie review. I didn't notice this movie until I saw it there and then went back to watch it specifically when when the Cerritos is contacted by the by Ma'a and or
Mhm.
Malor initially, Ta'ana has an eye patch pulled up because they
Mhm.
were on the holodeck doing their sexy Treasure Island
Oh my
role
god.
Oh
playing.
my god!
I
Chef's
also
kiss
I
to
also
the
I
animators.
di-
I've
Great.
I
always
didn't notice that
been
either.
unclear how much of a couple or if they were just like a friend's benefit, but I did love they're like, I love you. And I was like, okay, I think they're a couple. Like,
There are a couple.
um I also someone mentioned this in the chat earlier, but the guy who's been missing in like an alternate
Yeah, he dropped in.
like ascended in the first season drop back.
Yeah.
Um
Terrified. Looked absolutely terrified
yeah.
for what he knows.
That koala terrifying.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
Why is it taking so long?
yeah. The Badgie or Goody, whoever it was, because that's a debate being in
Mm,
that final.
so good.
Even I did love the man just like Dr. Meglimo. You know, like I don't think Paul F. Tompkins recorded anything for this episode, as far as I could tell.
I don't think
Just
so.
saw him chilling.
Yeah,
Um,
I didn't see his name in the credits.
yeah. Although at some point I was trying to figure out, just because his voice sounded familiar, the when it's her husband Admiral the alien and then like a human officer of some kind. That human officer sounded so familiar, and I could not place who it was.
Wait, which moment?
The when they're like, by the way, you have to do this.
Oh yeah.
Like,
I love that cutaway too. That
mhm.
alien. I don't have we seen that alien
I don't
before the species
that I
before?
know she looks
I don't
really
think
cool
so.
though.
Yeah.
I love when they like take advantage of the fact it's like the animated shows are like, let's just do a weird alien.
Yeah. And also didn't look like she was wearing a Starfleet uniform. Looked like just a
No, it didn't.
Federation scientist of some sort. Probably a jumpsuit.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Um.
But my favorite moment of the episode is still at the beginning of the episode when Boimler, when Boimler, and they're all sitting around the table, and Boimler gets that message from the other version of himself, and he looks at the back like,
Mhm.
and he goes, "Oh my fucking god, we're all gonna die!" And he goes running off. I watched that
I
thing like twice. Like
I
I
also
couldn't.
that I love that they're like like that I love the subtle thing that they're like they don't realize like they're being taken seriously now. It's like the captain commander are like, yeah, we believe you.
That's
Huh?
good
Okay.
captaining.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're like weird
You
shit
know.
keeps happening, and
Mm.
this seems believable. We should tell someone about it.
It was a lovely moment because also like
Yeah.
I forget which I was saying this about Prodigy when we
Mhm.
were reviewing season 2, but it's similar in Lower Decks because of the shorter time that they have. They don't have time for a scene or two of convincing the
Yes.
Nope.
rest of the crew that the
Mhm.
crazy shit of the week is actually happening. which is
You know?
which shouldn't be necessary
Yeah.
when you're on like the Enterprise
He's
was transformed by an artifact into a Masaka temple.
I
Why do you need to be convinced that Troy is
if
seeing something the next
if
week? Come
you
on.
regularly run into Q, you should believe
Yeah.
anything.
Yes. Just
I
believe
always
it.
I can never remember what episode it
Yes,
is,
and it.
but
Go
there's an
forward.
episode of TNG where it's the answer is not Q, but they're like, could it be Q? And I was like, they should ask that once a week. Is Q
Uh-huh.
fucking with us?
Oh,
It's too
after
fucking.
Encounter at Farpoint, every weird thing that was going on, I would yell, Q, are you doing this?
Like, no,
All right,
okay,
let's science it then.
yeah.
Figure it out.
That size the shit out of this.
The joke that the Klingon ship isn't changing because Klingons never change their designs
Yeah, it's
is
so good.
the funniest thing because someone was like,
So
it's the
true.
same thing since TNG.
Yes.
Mhm.
Although I think that main bird of prey was a slightly different design.
Yeah,
It looked a little like the one from Enterprise, but updated a bit.
I think
Uh, and
you
I
might
also
be
love
right.
that we got a like we can all agree that Targ was like a chihuahua of a Targ,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
The
Mhm.
yeah, as
Want to
Joel's
throw it out an
the
airlock. I cannot
Krypton,
stand little dogs. Just kidding.
Krypton, big
I
Klingon,
love
black
most
dog.
little dogs, especially ones that people I know have. But chihuahuas are a different thing altogether.
It's a,
Devils, little
it's pretty.
little
I've
devils.
occasionally met like a nice Chihuahua, and I'm like, oh, I get it now.
Yeah.
Like, actually, we think my brother's dog might be part Chihuahua, but also like part Beagle. So I think it's just the face. We'd stare at her and be like, what are you?
As a person who doesn't like dogs, over the years I've been lightening up to dogs because
How dare you?
I don't,
I wish
yeah,
there was a
I
dog
just,
here right now that just like pop up
yeah,
because
it
that's what
scared the
happens
shit.
when Thomas is here. He just pops up here.
Candy's on the couch.
Yeah, it's
You can
sorry.
pet it.
Um,
Yeah, I don't like dogs except for
I
crypto. I'm a big fan of crypto.
trying to think. I did love the we talked about the changing ships, but I did love the like we made it so we could change the ship and not have to worry about the absolute chaos of all the characters changing every because that
It
would
was
be
fun. It was fun sciencing, and I love that like Starfleet didn't think about the hull.
yeah.
Got to see that whole fun sequence like we were talking about, but I also
Mhm.
at first I was like, "This is so cool," but
Yeah.
oh, I love the Cerritos. It's really
Yeah.
grown on me. But
Mhm.
then, of course,
I
they're
love
back
that
to
it ends
normal
up
in
back as the
time.
Cerritos.
Yeah,
That way we get the cool sequence, but I want it. I want our hero ship to be the Cerritos in the like
yes,
at the end.
Yeah, I mean, this episode made me want a model of the Cerritos more than anything because I tried to
Hmm.
get one from Eagle Moss, but I couldn't get it. I was about to order it, and then goddamn Eagle Moss went out of fucking
Yeah.
business.
yeah.
I
It's
I
like,
I
oh
mean,
just
god.
Fanholm picked up the mantle.
yeah.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah,
yeah.
they.
Well, I
I
should
got
I
my
should go.
first ship from them, and my second one is on its way.
Ooh.
Okay, well, I should go look them up because I had no idea another company was making ships.
Oh yeah, and well, hold please.
Sorry,
I
I
assume he's
am
getting
sorry.
a
Hold
ship of
complete
some sort.
dead air. Say nothing. Just kidding. Just kidding.
Like, yeah, yeah, okay.
There was something I was gonna say, and my brain just went, no, no,
Sorry,
thank you.
sorry.
Um,
I derailed you, Rachel. Sorry.
I'm trying to. It was something I liked in the episode. Who knows? Oh,
Oh my god. Oh,
ooh,
look at that. That's
This
so
was the
cool.
first one from Fanholm. It's the Titan A,
Okay.
and I believe in a couple months I'm going to get a larger one of these. That's going to
ooh.
be the Enterprise G, even though
Oh
it
my
shouldn't
If
god.
be, but whatever. And they literally took up the mantle, which I'm super glad about. Like it's not going
mhm.
to be a completely different kind of vibe from the other ships, so
Mm,
they'll all
Yeah.
okay.
align.
Although I
Oh, I'm
years
gonna.
ago
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna look. Them.
I broke the plastic part of one of my bases for for one of those ships, and I was like, I don't know how to display this with this broken.
Yeah, those weren't great.
I got two ships from Eagle Moss before they closed down. I got uh I got the XL version of the Orville, which is one of my favorite ships, and I have the
Nice.
XL version of the NXL one. from
Nice.
Eagle
I
Moss
have
is up there.
a Defiant and I have an Enterprise D. The Enterprise D is awkwardly
Oh
laying
my God, that's my
somewhere.
ship. That's my
Yeah.
ship. I love that thing. Oh, love it.
It's heavy too. It's great.
That's heavy, man. Heavy.
Um. Oh, I know. I love that they're trying to showing that Ransom is better at his job
Oh
than you
yeah,
think he is.
yeah, he
Yeah.
is.
Like a couple, it's like when you get closer to his thing, you're like, oh, he's doing something. Like
Yeah.
he's like, okay, I'll go hide this guy so the captain can have plausible deniability.
No, but no, but the best thing about Jack Ransom for the whole series, Mike McMahan and the writers sort of set him up as the lovable idiot, the
Yeah.
workout
Mhm.
geek that was always like overqualified or
Mhm.
or too dumb to be that qualified. So I like that last
Mhm.
week he showed himself to be, oh, I only play stupid, but I'm really smart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's one
Yeah,
of the
I.
good Jim Bros. And I
yeah, it's
love
one of
Yeah.
the
that
good
that
shows.
I love that this show ended with like the very last line of this show is Mariner and Boimler
Yeah.
groaning.
Don't make this our
Yeah,
lives.
don't
Yes.
make this our lives.
Ugh, don't make it a workout pun.
Like that.
Yeah,
I like don't make this our lives. It's like, oh, that's the kind of joke like it's the best way like I would make to a friend, like in the best way.
yeah.
I also love Ransom like clearly a little fucking with them, being like, "You're gonna be co-first officers. This is gonna go
This is gonna
well."
be great. No.
Yeah.
Mm. I
Yeah.
trust them to figure it out.
Mhm.
They'll figure it out. But
Um.
you know,
Yeah, I think
at
this is
the
like it turns out it's like, oh, he's trying to give the lower deckers a chance to shine.
yeah, no, but the thing that I like about the show that I just that I've only come to realize that I love about the show that I've only come to realize in the last couple seasons is that Mike McMahon is a man of his word because he said early on, my characters are not going to stay static, and I promise, guys, this is the
Mhm.
last time I'll bring this up ever. And I love that he was a man of his word. He moved them up. He
Mhm.
matured them,
Yeah.
Mhm.
and I love that. And also the last scene of the episode, watching Boimler and Mariner not want to take on
Yeah.
more responsibility because they're the older statesmen now
Mhm.
is so great. It was
It's
absolutely fantastic.
it so reminds me of like an actual corporate job, and you realize, oh, I've been here the longest. Like,
I
Yeah.
I have been punished for being good at my job before, and by being given more responsibility and not necessarily the compensation to go with
Good.
it.
I'm having flashbacks earlier this year.
Yeah, I was
Uh-oh.
promoted on a campaign to be the youth vote director, and the the boss, I don't want to name names or name the campaign, but the boss was like to joke that I moonlighted as the LGBT vote director, and I was like, so okay, so you're gonna make me do that just because I happen to be gay too? Am I gonna be paid for that? No, I was not paid extra for that,
Mhm.
Oof.
but it's fine, whatever. Past,
I
it's in the
got
past.
trained. I got trained on a new thing to train other people. Has my compensation gone up? Nope. Um. In fact, all raises in my company this year did not match inflation for the city I live in.
Gross.
Yep.
Oof.
I will toot my own horn a
Yeah.
little bit and say, as a union delegate, we've had some success getting folks not full on raises, but if
Mhm.
they take over something temporarily, like a little bonus for that extra work.
That's nice.
So we've been able to
I
make
like
that
that.
happen for some people because it's
I.
just not okay to be like, oh, someone left, so you do the work now, but not for
Mhm.
more. No, fight the fight anytime you can.
I'm trying. I probably shouldn't. I actually like my manager. It's the
Mm,
company I actually the people
yeah,
above him making decisions. My manager does not actually have control over the people that he actually sees every day and how much they should be making.
yeah, trash.
Yeah. Are there second contact missions in other dimensions? Oh,
There should be.
probably.
Probably. Probably.
They're like, especially for like they were running into so many different like multiverse things.
Hmm.
Um, this episode that like this season that like, hey, let's go see Purple Data again. Let's
Yes.
go avoid Becky Mariner with Frall. We're like,
I
please
found
go over
myself
there.
curious about like how does it work? How does that gate work? Can you control where you go? How do you get back?
I
The Klingons changing to the Discovery style
mhm,
Klingons, which I
Um,
took to be a little bit of like timey shenanigans, like because we
mhm,
know that Klingons their appearance has changed in canon because of viruses and shit.
mhm,
So I took that as not just another not that Discovery isn't another reality,
mhm,
but in that other reality that they changed to, the Klingons never evolved into what they look like in our universe hundreds of years
mhm.
later. And so I'm just I find myself very curious about like
I think
how does
that
that all work? There's so many more stories to tell now, and there were already an infinite
yeah.
amount of stories to tell. It's really cool.
I like because I think there is something timey wimey going on with them. Because again, Lily Sloan shouldn't be
Yep.
alive.
Yeah.
Like, but yeah, Lily Sloan showed up, and I was like, she shouldn't be alive. Oh, I don't care.
Mm.
Continue.
In her
Like,
universe, humans live longer, or
yeah,
whatever, or there is a time component to it.
yeah.
Maybe.
I did love that. Like, I get why they couldn't get all the voice actors back from last episode, but I did love that we
Hmm.
get to see T'Pol, Garrick, and Bashir having a nice little date in the background.
Yeah, it was nice to see them, and I understand. Like I said earlier, there were it could have been fun, but there was so much for this finale to do.
Yeah,
It was nice. It was a good choice, I think, for them to just focus
es-
on our main crew.
especially because I'm unclear how much they knew making this final episode, how much
Mm,
they knew this was going to be like the series finale. But actually,
uh,
with it being the
yeah,
series finale, I would have been disappointed if we had spent the entire time with not our main characters.
yeah,
yeah. I would have been pissed.
Yeah.
What the?
Hmm.
my
Yeah,
understanding is that they did know, like
they did not.
not at the beginning of working on
Hmm.
this season, but fairly
At
early
the end,
on.
right?
Yeah,
That's what I've heard. It's not confirmed in
it's
my
funny. I've
brain at
heard
all.
I've heard multiple things that contradict each other to the fact where I'm like, oh, I don't know then. Like that's
Mhm. Yeah, but also, like a couple hours after I saw the episode, I tweeted about the final episode, and Mike McMahan liked my tweet again. So he's such a nice man. I'm like, oh my god, and I'm like, I want to work
I
for you
know
one day.
someone I'm like friends with always says like Instagram posts with people from like Trek Talk specifically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he posted like, "Oh, here's us and a bunch of like lower deck stuff." And he just like, "Hey, have a picture of you in your lower deck shirt from the last thing we did. You want me to use that?" I was like, "Great." And like Jack Quaid was the first person to like the photo, and we're just like, "Oh, what the fuck? Like, what is happening?"
That that will always get me, man. But you know what?
Oh, I
I
think Two Pips Harry Kim died, right?
Yeah,
oh, he died.
that
That
ship
ship
looked like it blew up, not
that
just
ship went
disappeared in the rift.
pew. Yeah.
He
Yeah.
died. He died.
But yeah, I do love the implication, and we talked about this last week a little, that if Harry Kim gets promoted, he loses his mind and goes evil.
Yes.
Like,
He listens to somebody goes crazy.
yeah.
um, no, but you know what? I really really like what Beckett said there at the very end during the montage. She
Hmm.
said something to the effect of, "It's not the end; it's just the beginning,"
Hmm.
and that gave me hope that Mike
I
McMahon and CBS and the powers that be, they're not telling us something.
Hmm.
want more.
And
I've definitely gotten the feeling from like the creatives want to make
yeah,
more.
yeah, they're
Absolutely.
not telling.
Like,
And the actors, they would
yes,
in a heartbeat.
I think
I
it's
I
Paramount that we should be booing. Like,
yes, 100%. And this gives me the opportunity before I have to jump to take Tindy out before the salon
yeah.
to get on my soapbox and say, yes, boo Paramount.
Mhm.
However, the best way to get more Star Trek is to watch the Star Trek that we get in the meantime.
Yes.
Quite frankly, the show ended probably because it wasn't getting the numbers that they wanted,
Hmm.
that Paramount wanted specifically, plus their financial troubles, blah, blah, blah. But like when Section 31 comes out, everybody should watch
Watch
it
it.
because if that does well, we'll get more movies. If Strange New
Yes.
Worlds does well, they'll get another season. I mean, they already got
I
four, but
I
There we
we got to
go.
watch
Cool.
the Star Trek that we get in the meantime so that we can get more.
I also
The thought
mhm.
process, if folks do not watch this first movie is not going to be, oh, well, clearly we should have done Legacy instead. The
Yeah.
thought process of these assholes is going to be nobody wants to see Star Trek movies, so we're not going
Yes.
to do it at all.
I need you to watch. Look, I get it if you don't like Section 31. I do get
Sure.
it. Please watch it. Like,
100%.
or
And
at
don't
You know,
shit on
least.
you,
it online,
yeah, you know, I
at
mean,
least
look,
not at
look,
first. Give it a couple of
yeah,
days.
yeah, yeah. No, I mean, listen,
It's going to be great. I'm
I,
excited.
I, yeah,
I
yeah,
am
I
And
haven't
with
excited.
that,
liked.
I got to
Okay,
drop. But thank you very much.
I
This has been
bye, Finley.
delightful. Always wonderful
everyone.
to see you all. And
Yeah.
our first reactions ending like the Ready Room, or are we going to continue because
I
we do
think
this
we're
for free?
continuing. I was thinking about the fact that the Ready
Yeah.
Room apparently is also ending. What is going
Yeah.
on at Paramount? I
It
also,
no, it is ending.
yeah,
Hmm.
nothing about that final episode of the Ready Room makes me think it's the finale for the Ready Room too.
Yeah. There are currently no plans for the Ready Room to
Yeah,
do behind the scenes stuff for Section 31 or the third season of Strange New
yeah.
Worlds or anything for
Oh, oh
Starfleet
no,
Academy, which is a real bummer.
everything is
Apparently,
ending. What
I
the
made
hell?
Fathery sad because they posted an article in like a group chat that I'm in with Fathery about that, about it ending, and Father was like, "Oh, I thought you were going to be sharing like a Ready Room clip, and it was an article about it
Yeah.
ending," and I'm like, "Sorry."
Such a bummer. And on that note, that sour note, I'm beaming out. Good night,
Bye.
y'all. See y'all on
You
the
know,
salon, hopefully in the
Yeah.
chat, at Salon Trek here on YouTube. Thanks so much.
Yeah.
Bye.
I yeah, I had no idea about the Ready Room
It's
getting axed. Like, oh
like
my
it
god.
is not mentioned in the show at all. It's because writers are like, by the way, this is as far as we know the last episode of the Ready Room on um like on online.
Hmm.
Um like I'm pretty sure the like news from that writer it's like on Blue Sky. Like it's him posting on Blue Sky. It's not, which
Oh,
is
okay.
really, yeah, basically, yeah, boo this. Like boo the Ready Room ending. I was like, the Ready Room can't be that expensive, right?
No, it's not. Not
Like
no.
unless Will Wheaton is charging way more than I think he is.
No, but Will Whedon wouldn't do that because Will Whedon's a big nerd.
Yeah, I don't like.
I mean,
There was a
I
very
mean,
I can't remember who posted it on Blue Sky, but someone put does Paramount know about the number six? Because the Ready Room is ending after 5 years.
yeah, yeah, yeah. No, 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 no. You know, it is funny that Discovery ended after five.
Hmm.
Uh,
I
um,
think
you,
there's like a
you,
licensing reason that happens.
okay,
Yeah,
okay.
about like you
Um,
maybe have to pay actors more after 5 years.
yeah, 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 yeah. You have to
Yeah.
give them you have to renegotiate their contracts
Hmm.
after 5 years. So that could have been a big reason why um, Discovery ended after five, and the
Yeah.
reason that Lower Decks ended after five is because, like Stan said, Paramount didn't like the numbers that they were getting, so they figured
Hmm.
off of this. I do want to say that there is some Star Trek that I'm not really that excited about coming up, but I always watch it. Like like
Hmm.
like like even if I detest it, I'll put it on in the background while I'm working.
Yeah. I still like. I also want to know what's coming out, even if it's not something particularly
Yeah,
made for me.
yeah, that's true. Yeah, yeah.
Um.
Um, no, but I am so excited to see what the future of Star Trek has to bring, us
Yeah. And
specifically for
I kept, and this is obviously they would have announced, but no, I kept hoping that like today they would announce something with the Lower Decks cast.
that. That would have been cool.
Yeah.
Like that would have lightened the blow a lot because
Hmm.
I've only seen this episode once, but I can tell you this is actually one of my favorite episodes of Lower Decks because I just like I just like and this is gonna make us all sad, but I like the finality of it all.
It's funny because I thought they left it quite open ended, where there could totally be more stories.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Look. I see your point where it could
Hmm.
be open ended, and we could get future stories. But if we
Hmm.
don't, this is such a nice way
Yeah.
to bring it. Again, I'm sorry, I'm gonna bring us all down, but it's just a nice way to end it with Jack taking control of the Cerritos
See, I'm
with
I'm gonna be the mad one. I want more. I don't care. I want more.
no, no, look, look,
Yeah.
look, 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 look. I'm not saying that I don't want more Star Trek Lower Decks. I
Hmm.
do, but I'm not going to be that fan holding like holding a torch for something that
This isn't a torch.
may
This is my water. But no, torch. Lower
torch
decks. Lower
torch
decks.
torch. You know what? You hold your torch. I'll be
I
over
threatened to
there
send
rooting
Moopsie
for
after
you.
them.
Yeah, right. You
So
did. You did. You totally did. You totally did. You totally did. But also, I feel like a well, I don't know why I'm burdening my soul now. I don't know
yeah.
why I'm burdening my soul. Sorry. I feel like such a bad fan because every time that I like a Star Trek series, I buy it on digital, and I
Hmm.
always watch my copy after I buy it. I never watch it on Paramount again.
Watch it on Paramount so they know.
Yeah, I know you're gonna kill me. Yeah, I was like, oh yeah.
Moopsie. At
Moopsie.
least Moopsie.
Yeah.
Moopsie.
Yeah. No, but actually, like, okay. So, what's your favorite episode of the show?
Oh God, that's hard. It it might be last week's episode. Right now, it's so fresh in my mind. Or the episode where they go to Deep Space Nine, because especially
Okay.
I Deep Space Nine has like it's so nice seeing Lower Decks appreciate Deep Space Nine in a way that
Yeah.
like it hasn't been.
Uh huh.
Like uh um this is the example of a father's girlfriend Taylor, and I
Taylor.
went to a convention, and Taylor was like, "I'm gonna get a Deep Space Nine shirt." We're like, "Good luck with that." Like, we're like, "You're not gonna find a Deep Space Nine shirt. You're only gonna find original series and next gen shirts." And
Okay.
it's
Oh, wow. That's unfortunate.
like you maybe can get a shirt that's just Deep Space Nine. Like you can't get character Deep Space Nine shirts for the most part.
Really?
Like there's not like
Wow.
especially not in like a feminine cut.
No, of
So
course not.
so I'm not in like a massive. Some of the like men's t-shirts, if they don't come in a small enough size, they just look massive on me. They don't look good. Like
Right.
um, so it was so nice to see Deep Space Nine get the respect it deserves.
Deserves.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but actually, you would be proud of
Well,
me. I've been
yeah.
watching
What
Deep
about
Space
you?
Nine.
But what about what's your favorite?
Oh, my favorite episode of the show would have to be still. I think it would have to be Crisis Point. Still, I
That it's
there's
still it's like none of these are bad answers. Like they're all
yeah
great
yeah
episodes.
there's something about that episode, like the way that Mariner uses the holodeck to realize
Mm-hmm.
that she has been the villain of her story the whole time
Mm-hmm.
is so phenomenal because I as an individual really connected with Mariner at that point because I've done that in my own life with
Mm-hmm.
with various members of my family and my friends and the second that I realized that I was my worst enemy, things got better for me and things got hopefully better for the people around me.
I that is like that's so good. I also love that that's how they've had Boimler figure out about the like parental relationship. It wasn't
Yeah.
like some big dramatic moment. It's like the holodeck
No.
accidentally told him,
Ah,
which
yes.
is insane. Like,
Yeah. And, no, and like no, and like the and yeah, and in the very next episode, Beckett and Mariner are on that planet, and Beckett is giving out uh, 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 um, pencils
hmm
and stuff to make triangles with, and Boimler is so nervous that he found out her secret that he just blares it out, and then Beckett grabs him by the collar and says, "Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up!" And
and
then,
they gave it to everyone.
yeah,
Like,
yeah, that's right. But also, the best part is while Manor is doing that, they come back to the bridge, and Captain Freeman gets up from her chair.
Mhm.
She fucking pushes the first op woman away from the transporter, and she beats him up herself. And when oh, sorry guys, I'm getting excited.
Mhm.
When Mariner and Boimler get to the bridge, or when they realize they're back on the bridge, Boimler screams his head off. Sorry, I get I get um I start to repeat myself when I get excited.
I
I apologize, guys.
I just saw this, Trevor. I think it's Eugene Cordero is not the same height that Rutherford seems to be. Is the why
Is he?
the joke
Is he?
about shrinking? Eugene
Yeah.
Cordero's. I think Eugene Cordero's like my height, which I'm
How
tall
tall are
for.
you?
I'm 5'7". Tall for a woman.
Five
Like
seven.
yeah, I'm tall. I'm on above average height for a woman, but it's kind of
Yeah.
on the shorter side, like for a guy.
Yeah. Well, not well, not well. I'm on the shorter side. I forgot because
Yeah.
I'm only 5'5", so
Um.
I'm really short.
Same as LeVar Burton. I mean, it's fine. It's like I think it's like Jack Quaid is kind of too tall to play Boimler. Like
Yeah.
if you look at him, but you just kind of have to be like, that's fine. Just don't think
He,
about it.
yeah. He's tall.
Um, it's clear. It always reminds me. None of the Harry Potter kids ended up the like right height for like how they're described as they get older in the books. Like none of them like got
No. No, but
screwed
that's
with
all
it.
right. So that's
Um,
all right though.
but honestly, I think Eugene Cordero would be so good, like you wouldn't even notice.
But
Yeah, apparently 5'12". Is 5'12"? Is that his height? Is that 6 foot?
no, I'm not. I'm not.
Wow.
So it looks like 5. I'm
I
not
love
5'12".
I love the only 6'1", as if 6'1" isn't fairly tall. Like
Yeah, 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 yeah. 6'1",
um
6'1" is tall.
yeah.
Yeah.
I although I don't think I've ever talked about I once read a book, like a Star Trek book, like a Star Trek novel, to describe Bashir as on the short side for a human man, and I was like, I think Alexander Siddig is like 6 foot. What are you talking about?
Why Alexander Siddiqui's like why do people that are tall look so small on TV? I don't understand.
My theory about why this person thought is that this book is about Jadzia, and he's the same height as Terry Farrell, who's just very tall for a woman. And so I
Okay,
think because of him being the same height as her, I think he didn't realize Terry Farrell was just very tall.
okay.
So, but I that it took me out of the book because I knew how tall Alexander Stick is.
What book is
Yeah.
this?
Oh, I'd have to look at my
That's
bookshelf to
okay.
tell you. Yeah.
All right. Sorry.
Um.
I'm looking.
But yes,
I'm looking for new
Rutherford.
Star Trek
It
books
shows
too.
that Rutherford is taller than Boimler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um.
Yeah. Eugene is. Yeah. It doesn't matter how tall Eugene Cordero is. He's hot. Like that's. I mean, it's
Uh.
none of the lower decks cast is bad looking. Let's be honest.
No.
Like
None of them is bad looking.
James Cromwell is very tall.
No, but I was gonna say. So if you like were gonna start a relationship with any of our lower deckers, height wouldn't mean anything to you, would it?
I mean, try to. No, I don't think so.
No, of course not.
Yeah.
So no. But what I'm getting at here is because there's so many people that when they pick romantic partners, they look at their romantic partner and
Mhm.
like, oh, you're no good. You're no good for me because you're too tall, or you're taller
Yeah.
than me, or I'm shorter. So that wouldn't factor in for you then.
Honestly, like it doesn't matter to me. I have occasionally dated guys who like lied about how tall they were on like dating apps, not uncommon, and then were annoyed that I was taller than them.
Oh, okay. Well, that's
And then I'm like,
unfortunate.
well, I put my actual height on the dating app. Sorry. Like,
But that's unfortunate because
mhm,
like
yeah,
I personally would never not go out with somebody because they were taller than me, because guess what, everybody's going to be taller than me.
mhm.
But
I
apparently guys are insecure like that.
I
Boo.
because I wanted to double check how tall James Cromwell is. He is 6'7".
Jesus. What's in the water where these people are born? What's in the water?
I don't know. Like, I think there's only one like celebrity or like that's not like a basketball player that like never heard that was like anywhere taller than James Earl Cromwell, which is like Greg Davis, who's like in like 6'8".
Okay.
I Yeah, exactly. Like who care? It doesn't really matter like height.
It does really matter.
Um
Yeah.
the
Uh
I'm trying to like make sure this is anything about the episode.
no, I mean, I'm trying to remember
That
the episode now.
I honestly I love that for you, Trevor. You don't have to deal with like so many. I've dated so many guys who are insecure about like being on the shorter side, and I'm just like, I don't care. Why do you like?
Yeah. No, but no, but no, but
Yes, thank you,
I'm so
Brian.
glad I'm so glad that you don't care about because
Yeah.
the only opinion that should matter to them is your opinion.
Mhm.
That's it. That's it. Who cares if some wackadoo down the street says
Yeah.
I'm I'm short and that
Mhm.
and if that they wanted me they could kick me to the next county. All I care about is what my girlfriend thinks of me and that's it.
Yeah.
But sorry for all the
Um.
dating advice.
Yeah. I try to make sure that is there anything that happened in the episode we haven't talked about yet.
Um Oh, what did
Uh,
you think about the little section with the citation ops thing and Boimler with the hose down there,
yeah,
making sure that
that
they
was
were
great. They're
still.
like trying to help them. Just love. They're always they think everyone's hot. They're always a little those whales are always a little horny.
Yeah,
They thought the Klingon was hot too.
Jesus, man, those
It's,
those officers in citation ops must not
mm-hmm.
get out awesome, get out
No, I think it's
awesome.
whoever wanders in there. I
Yeah, it's just what.
I also loved that apparently it's like that we haven't even seen Rutherford at full Tendi crush because now that he doesn't have the like dopamine, whatever it's like dopamine.
Yep.
Also, I can't think of anything worse than the cybernetics keeping its dopamine down. Awful.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
that's awful. That's awful. But but
um
but even but even with the dopamine keeping his emotions
yeah.
down, his emotions shine through by his actions.
Mhm. But I love that now it's so obvious that even to Lynn is like, "Oh, are you like romantically?" No. My
Yes, you are.
mistake. Like, yeah.
Yes, you
I
are.
love that he's like, I'm hot. Oh my god. And then she touches him more and he's like, oh my god. I don't know what to do.
I don't know what to do. So wait, yeah, no.
Honestly, I don't think it's one sided. I think Tendi might be a little clueless.
You know what? I tend to think that maybe Tendi knows that in the back of her mind, but she
Mm-hmm.
doesn't want to. But she doesn't want to necessarily face it, and her
Yeah.
way not to face it is to play oh we're just good friends and it doesn't go any further than that. But also when you're good friends with
Mm-hmm.
a girl that you like, the minute you say oh I want to see where this goes or I want to go on a date with you or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
it's ruined. The potential gets ruined because probably the girl's thinking, "Oh my god, since he wants to go on a date with me, he probably likes me," and that's gonna ruin everything. So, if you guys, sorry, if you guys can afford it, don't say anything like that because having somebody who is really awesome and who connects with you in that type of way is amazing. Try to hold on to that for as long as you can. I mean, I understand if you have to do it, but just stay in the safe zone or the
Yeah.
yeah, I don't sorry, I don't know where I'm going
I
with that.
but no, I think there were see that was one of the things I was like this still feels like potential to me with them.
Right,
Maybe
right, right.
that would be a thing if we get a knock on wood one day we get a lower decks movie.
No, no, I
That could
think
be like
I no, I
their storyline for that.
yeah, I think if we get a lower decks movie one day, I think probably Mike is gonna have them be together already,
Mm-hmm.
and we're gonna get like maybe
See, I don't even like. Maybe I'm too picky. I was like, no, I want to see them get together. Give it to me. Like I,
yeah, I think you're a little bit too picky.
yeah, I
But hey, but hey, putting characters together as a creative individual is so
mhm,
much fun
mhm,
because because you get to build up the relationship. If you're put in a situation where you're when you jump into a movie and your two favorite characters are all together, you're like, God damn it, I missed it. What happened?
yeah,
Did I just convince myself that I want to see Tandy and Rutherford
yeah.
actually get
Yes, give
together?
me Star Trek rom com. After last week with Bashir and Garrick, I feel more emboldened. Give it to me.
Yeah,
I
yeah. I, I would I would write it. That'd be fun.
yes, I cannot wait to see like what Father, because I know Father's been on the like the bandwagon for a while too with them.
To
I and God, but I love the little like because I don't even think we'd seen Rutherford blush and his cheeks were like so red. It was so
no, no, we,
funny.
no, we, no, we've never seen him blush ever.
Hmm.
Yeah, no, but
I
it was just so
but
it was so
again,
great.
I can't think of anything worse than something like let's dampen that dopamine.
Yeah,
I'm
but
like,
honestly,
why? Like,
was he aware that that was like there the whole time? He was.
I don't know. Maybe he's just used to it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But also,
Maybe.
like, so I guess if he takes out his implant in a more responsible way, he doesn't lose his memories
Uh,
because
I,
I don't know. It's also something he had like messed with it quite a bit, so maybe it wasn't always on. Um,
maybe
but because when he rips out his thing at the end of season one,
he
he
loses
loses all his
memory.
memories of season one.
Yep. And then Tindy spends a good part of
Trevor,
season
I'm so
two.
happy for you. That's read Trevor's comment.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Funny.
the implement was involuntary, so it's nice for him to like make a choice for himself.
Mm.
I assume that maybe when it was put back in, they made it so if something happened again, he wouldn't
They
lose
could
all
pull it
his
off.
memories.
Yeah. But I would actually have loved to seen how. I mean, this would have spoiled the surprise, but I would have
Hmm.
loved to seen how Dr. T actually took it off.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
um, it was interesting. Also, he didn't tell anyone. He's like, I'm gonna go have major surgery. My friends don't need to know. Okie dokie.
Mm. Okie dokie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
I love that.
I what else? I'm sad it's over. I want more lower
Yeah.
decks.
Yeah. I don't. Well. Yeah. I. You know what? After this conversation, I really want to see what the Cerritos looks like with Jack Ransom as a captain now.
I really
Oh.
do. And I love the idea. Well, it's like, and because, like, say you still want, Captain Freeman to be a character, and we're like, well, great, her
Yeah.
daughter's still in the Cerritos.
Yeah.
It would be normal for her to be like, yeah, you called the old captain? Yeah, she's my mom. Like,
Yeah. No.
um,
No. Like. No. Like. In a potential other season for Lower Decks,
mhm,
we could have told multiple stories. Like we could have had a story with Captain Freeman at Starbase 80, and we could have
mhm,
had like the other story with the USS Cerritos and what they were dealing with.
mhm.
Yeah. So there's so many places that they could have taken the show, but knock on wood, it was not meant to be, I guess. So
I
I have
still
a
one day
question.
meant to be.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm going to annoy the shit out of Paramount.
and, and and you're gonna know the shit out of me.
Yeah. Hey, you have to deal with it.
Yeah, I have to deal with
Paramount
it.
would
Fuck.
probably just ignore me.
Yeah, I just have to deal with it.
I
I am happy to deal with this. Fine.
It probably is filled with gym equipment.
Gym equipment.
Like, you think I convinced him to be like, not everyone wants to do weight training. Can you at least get like a stationary bike in here?
Oh,
Futurama and stuff. New network every 3 years.
yeah, no, dude, that worked. Um, oh my god, I totally forgot what I was gonna say. Oh my lord, I can't believe it. I just had something. Uh, so when are you gonna start watching Lower Decks again? Like when are you gonna do like a rewatch?
I don't know. Lower Decks is also a show I often like have in the background while I'm doing other stuff.
Right, right,
So
right,
am I
right.
ever not watching Lower Decks?
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Do you have Pluto TV? It's like an app. There's a Pluto TV now.
Um, I don't think I have it on anything. Is it free?
Yeah, it's free. But
Yeah.
the best thing about that Pluto TV is they have two networks that I love. First, they have a network that just shows Mission Impossible 24/7, the old TV series from the 60s, and they have a Star Trek
Hmm.
channel.
Nice. Let me find.
Yeah,
Does it just play random?
yeah, yeah,
I.
yeah, yeah.
Oh my
Random
god.
episodes.
Ransom definitely has exercise balls you have to sit on in the conference room now, right?
Yes, he does.
Like,
Oh my God, would you imagine that? Holy shit!
you have to sit on those awful, like, this is
Oh
how you're
my
gonna
God,
work now.
no! Oh my God! Oh my God! Are we writing
Like,
a new season of Lord
you
Decks?
need a new season of Lower Decks and add us to the writer's room, and I'm just gonna give you thoughts on how Jack Ransom's weird shit he does around
Yeah, that
as
would be cool.
captain.
Yeah, but listen, like I look. I have said that I probably wouldn't feel comfortable writing um Star Trek for Paramount, but I will make one exception to that rule. If I am able to get a job writing on Star Trek Lower Decks, I will do it in a
Hmm.
heartbeat because I would love to take those characters out for a spin. Yeah.
I um I mean, I'm never gonna get hired to write for Star Trek, but
Oh,
if you want
three
to,
Star Trek
give it to me.
seasons.
Like,
Yeah, three Star Trek seasons.
I
Wait a
God,
minute.
now
No,
just
three Star
imagining
Trek
them
channels.
all.
Sorry.
Oh my God. Okay, okay. I have thought of a joke with the things, and then Dr. Chana immediately accidentally pops the ball with her
Yeah. Fuck.
claws.
Yeah.
Like,
Fuck. And she's like, fuck.
yeah, like not even on purpose. I think she would accidentally do it.
So according to Trevor here, Pluto has three Star Trek channels. I thought they have one, Trev, but I guess they have three. I didn't check.
Oh, Jerry O'Connell now outranks his wife.
Oh my God! Yes, he does.
Yeah.
Cool.
Uh, I think someone has to bring that up to her because I don't think Jerry O'Connell's gonna bring it up.
No, he's not going to bring it up. He is not going to bring it up.
Yeah.
So I have a question for you, Rachel.
Hmm.
Look, the series is not even here yet. But do you think we're going to get 5 seasons of Starfleet Academy since it seems to be the norm now?
I don't. I don't know. They're not even like we're still dealing with the Paramount being bought
It's not
thing.
even here yet.
I'm like, I don't know.
I bet. Look.
I hope we at least get 5 seasons.
Okay. 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 I
Okay.
I'm going to bring that question back up to you in about oof 3 years from now, hopefully.
Hmm.
See what you have to say.
Okay. The first time, if Jerry O'Connell ever runs this into Rebecca's face, it's gonna be like at a convention. It's not gonna be like in their home life.
No, of course not, because it's too funny. Yeah, and I wonder if their kids are Star Trek fans. Probably not.
I don't know. I also think their kids are like kids, so I don't
Yeah,
look into what they're doing. It's weird.
they don't care. Yeah, they
I
don't
don't.
care.
Yeah, I'm sure they're cute kids. I don't know them.
Yeah,
Like,
no, I don't know the kids either.
um, I don't know them, and they don't seem to like put a ton of stuff out about their kids. So I assume they want, probably for privacy
Privacy.
reasons. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, a wonderful show with Rebecca in it. If you guys haven't seen it, is The Librarians. Um, that's a great show that she did a couple years ago on TNT. Star Trek has three. Oh my god. Star Trek has three star. I mean, Pluto has three Star Trek channels. One for Voyager, another one for D Space Nine. Oh my god. Trev, I'm gonna look this up because I'm only aware of the first channel.
That does sound very funny, actually, Joel. So yeah, are they're embarrassed by their parents' ages? The kids, that tracks.
Probably.
I feel like kids are either I want mom and dad all the time. Oh my god, mom and dad, get away from me.
That's right.
Like it goes. There's no in between in those early
there's no
ages.
middle ground.
Yeah.
No, but is it true that uh, when you get older as an adult, that's when you start to appreciate your parents?
Hmm. You're like, oh, I when you're an adult, you understand what they were doing.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. 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 Mm. Yeah.
Kids are
I
twins
actually.
born in '08. I don't want to do the math of what '08 means for ages because I'm sure it will make me sad about how old I am.
No. I mean, look. I mean, I am knocking on the door of well. I'm getting closer to the door of 40. So you're fine.
Hmm.
You're fine. But yeah, yeah. The other day I got asked by one of my friends, like, do you remember when you were like 18 or 16? I'm like, oh my god, I totally remember when I
Hmm.
was that age. I was so stupid and so young. I was so dumb. Um, but yeah,
Oh, I'll have to look up that interview.
yeah.
I
Uh, with Jerry.
I felt a real moment of feeling old. I was at a work dinner and a colleague of mine somehow like how old we were during certain big events came up.
Mm-hmm,
A
hmm.
colleague of mine said he was 2 during 9/11 and I went, "Oh my god."
Oh,
A this is
dude.
a coworker.
Oh, oh my god, he was like two. What? Why does this keep happening?
Why does
Why this
linear
is
time keep happening? I don't know.
yeah, yeah, yeah. No, but yeah, but it's you know what? Growing up, I never thought that I would be that guy that'd be like, oh, you fucking ratty old kids, or
Hmm.
you young kids. But I'm turning into that guy.
Hmm.
Ugh,
I gears don't begin with the number 19. Sorry.
yeah,
Listen to the I'm glad. Yeah, listen to Jerry O'Connell's always so funny in in everything.
yeah.
That's why he's on the comedy show of Star Trek.
Yeah, he actually has. He's actually a part of the a a morning talk show on um, CBS called the
Hmm.
not the talk. I think it is.
Hmm.
I've never seen it, but I've heard of
I
it. Sorry.
God,
I bo- yeah,
I um it'll be really interesting seeing the lower decks people at conventions now with the show
it
being
will be.
over, and I feel like everyone's just gonna be like, "Hey, you got any news? You doing
No,
anything?
they're
Can you tell me
gonna
anything?"
they're
Yeah,
they're gonna drive these poor
yeah.
actors crazy. I can
Hey,
I
I mean,
can just
Tawny
see it
Newsom's
now.
already working on 2 other shows, so
Yeah. Yeah, no, but I mean, look, I mean, Tawny Newsome um is i- is the one person that would know anything because she works with her boss.
yeah.
So, when you or father or any friends that we know go to future
Hmm.
conventions and want to know something, ask her. She be
I don't.
she's the one that's going to be most likely to have all the secrets.
Yeah, I love
She
the
probably
idea.
won't.
Like, ask her. Like I would feel super like just going up to Tawny Newsome. Like I'd be like, "Hello."
Hey, give me something. No,
Yeah.
no, it's cool. No, but actually, if I went up to Tiny Newsom, I would just be shocked. Because I'm like, oh wow, that's Beckett, and she actually sounds like Beckett. Um, you know, because Beckett is a more exaggerated version of
Hmm.
Tiny Newsom.
Yeah.
So
I
yeah,
And if you like a lot of the Lower Decks cast, but Tawny Newsom in particular, let's look up interviews with her. She's so funny.
Yeah, she is.
I it's also I'm gonna miss the jokes from this series so much because I remember being like a lot of us are worried when we realized the jokes. I was like, oh my god, they're making jokes with us and not at us.
Yeah, of course.
Like the jokes are like the same Star Trek jokes we've been making for years, and not
They're
like,
making.
haha, look at these nerds.
Nope.
Yeah.
No. No, but I remember when Lower Decks first came out. Like you said, that was one of our first concerns. But I was really really excited because I knew that Mike McMahon loved Star Trek from reading
Mm-hmm.
his TNG season 8 Twitter account.
Yeah.
And I was like, this guy is gonna do Star Trek properly. And I think I fell in love with Lower Decks the second that Mariner opened up the little Heidi closet and Boimler was doing his faux captain's log.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, apparently yeah. Connie Newsom isn't dumb. She's not gonna give away secrets.
No, of course not. But it's I could try.
Mm-hmm.
Look, she's not gonna give up anything, but I could try.
Yeah. I don't know. Do you think if you bought Connie Newsom drinks? Like
Um,
I don't know.
maybe,
I don't know. Is it a bribe? Is it?
maybe,
Yeah.
maybe. No, but I think
I would say probably not. She probably has too
prob
much integrity for that. But
no, it's probably that's too much integrity for that. But yeah, I would just like to meet Tom Newsom, to
this
be
is
honest with you.
true. The Lower Decks comics are also great.
Uh, I I take it you've read them, yeah.
Yeah, I've read the first issue of it.
Mm.
I would say this. I was like probably, but I'm a lightweight. It's not hard to trick me under the table.
No, I could probably do that.
Um, I couldn't like the sign off was a I when I watched the Ready Room, Will sign off knowing like because I knew this is supposed to be the last episode of the Ready Room, I could see it being like a sign off, but it also just seemed because he was like, "There's so much Star Trek to look forward to." Maybe like if I didn't know better, I would think you're gonna talk about it.
Yeah. No, but what did he say? Did he say that was the sign off? There's so much starter to look
There was
forward to, I guess.
oh god, can anyone remember what the exact TNG quote or like there's a Picard quote he used? That's true. He does say
Oh,
like it's been the honor of a lifetime. I but yeah, besides that last sign off, I like till then I did not I don't know that I would have
oh,
picked up on I'm trying to find
it's
the
uh,
exact
yeah, yeah.
quote.
It's been the honor of a lifetime. Goodbye. Hmm.
Um
Yeah, that's
the okay, this is the I'm getting this from the Trek Core article about it. It really has been the joy of a lifetime celebrating the Star Trek universe with you. The Latin age of Star Trek has brought us so many wonderful characters and storylines, and there's so much more ahead. With Strange New Worlds, Section 31, and Starfleet Academy all on the horizon, and more adventures in the final frontier to come, Gene Roddenberry's vision of an optimistic future has never been more necessary or brighter. In the words of Captain Jean-Luc Picard, let's see what's out there.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, he took it. He took that from the Encounter at Farpoint, the end of
Yeah.
Encounter at
But
Farpoint. Let's see what's out
I
there.
like if the way he's mentioning like here's all these new shows that are coming up that made me think they're like yeah let's talk about them.
Yeah,
That's true. I think the thing I'll miss the most is the interviews
yeah. With
um
everybody.
and the behind the scenes bits.
Yeah.
I love behind the scenes stuff, and especially now that like even if you do get physical media, you don't get the stuff
The
that you used
commentaries.
to.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I miss like I
like
miss
Star Trek
directors'
is
commentaries.
better about that than most other shows are. Like Star Trek does tend to have a couple commentaries or a couple things on their DVDs, but like
Right. Hmm.
Not as like we're not gonna get quite as much of that stuff without something like the Ready Room.
Yeah, yeah. Like I love my physical set of all the Kelvin movies because each Kelvin
Hmm.
movie has so much stuff, and
Yeah,
all three movies have commentaries, all of them.
I love a commentary track.
So good.
I yes, and like I was saying, the lower decks does sorry, the lower decks DVDs do have some commentaries, and um, but yeah, I would be like most things now, not including Star Trek because like I said, Star Trek is better about that kind of stuff.
Yeah, most things so.
Um, I most of them don't include things like commentaries anymore.
Right,
I
and
also
also,
it's legitimately if crazy to me play things that if they're going to only do one type of physical media when they do DVDs, they only do DVDs and not Blu-rays. Because I feel like most people who are like, I care about having physical media are probably collecting Blu-rays.
yeah, of course. I mean, look,
Yeah.
uh my the format that I stopped at was
Hmm.
Blu-rays because I physically don't have any. I don't have that much space left in my room.
Oh yeah.
But but I guarantee you, if I had if I owned a house like you, I mean,
Hmm.
if I owned a physical house like you do,
Hmm.
I probably would have upgraded to 4K by now.
I have a 4K TV. I don't like.
I
With
mean,
the
no,
physical media, what I have is mostly just Blu-ray.
okay, yeah, but this is actually a 4K TV, and
Yeah.
this is an OLED display and stuff like that.
Although I will
My
say,
TV,
often if you put like a DVD in a 4K TV, like Blu-ray player 4K TV, it doesn't look great anymore. Which is why I
no,
prefer to have a Blu-ray if that's available.
Blu-ray, right? That's why, on a completely different note, WB, you have to do the Buffy Blu-ray set again, but this time do it right, because
I
Blu-ray HD. Yeah, please God. Oh
I we do not have time to rant about the
no,
how bad
we're
the
not gonna do it
transfer
again.
is. There's a
Oh
really
my
good YouTube
God,
video about it though, and you should look it up.
God
It's
damn it, it's
bad.
awful.
It's really bad. They did things like they forgot to do the color grading on the
The
new
co-
clips, and so
yeah, oh
now
my,
it looks like it's the middle of the day. And why is Buffy taking a nap?
yeah.
When it was supposed to be the middle of the night. Um, it's
Buffy,
genuinely
yeah,
really
it's so
bad.
bad, it's so bad. Oh my God.
Or it doesn't matter if you can see that cameraman now.
No, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Oh,
God. I. But yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah, as someone said earlier, I'm gonna miss when they had production people on because I feel like
the production
most
people were
times
so
if
awesome.
you're doing like if they're gonna do press for Star Trek and they're gonna have them go on TV shows, they're only gonna get actors on there. Maybe Mike McMahan. It's like it's us nerds that care about like I want to see costume designers, I want to see
Yeah,
makeup
behind the scene
artists,
people,
I want to see like production people. Like
directors. Yeah,
mhm,
people like that. It's one of the
yeah,
nerds. A lot of
Buffy has
4K.
behind the scenes on screen. No, I
Oh my
don't
God,
want them
Buff.
on the episode. I would like a
That
separate thing.
stupid thing. Yeah. Oh my
Yes,
God.
thank you. Exactly. When like the Yakutas were on behind the scenes for Picard. Like I said, Star
You
Trek is
know.
better at this than
Yeah, yeah.
most other places.
Case in point. Case in point. You know how good Star Trek is at behind the scenes stuff.
Hmm.
There's this thing called the Roddenberry Archives. That's all about preserving the history and the behind the scenes
Hmm.
history of Star Trek. If you guys
Yeah.
want to see how awesome that is, I highly recommend you go over there and check it out
I
because
have
that
so
place.
oh god, I'm we're gonna have to be looking up all these people, like all the like behind the scenes people will be like, will you come on my podcast?
Yeah, I mean, I
I feel like it was
for
probably slightly easier when Paramount is just like, I'm gonna come to where you work and interview you real quick.
yeah, I actually was really close to having the editor of Star Trek Discovery for the first
Mhm.
2 seasons on my podcast.
Nice.
I was like, I was talking to him, but I couldn't lock him down. But
Mm.
and then a couple years later, he moved on from Star Trek. So
I it's it was just interesting. It's also the Ready Room did not really get a big goodbye. Like they got
No, it didn't.
whatever Louise said at the end there that I said earlier, and then like one of the writers had to be like, "By the way, that's the end of the Ready Room."
Oh, okay.
And then they didn't even like, and they edited it on because they then they ended the Ready Room on like doing Lower Decks, which the last two seasons they just did one episode. So they just did one episode, and apparently that's it. Like,
That's ridiculous, man. It look no look.
like
Um,
I'm genuinely kind of surprised they didn't. They're not gonna have like more behind the scenes stuff for the Section 31 movie.
well, I mean, you know what? If
You
they,
have Oscar winner Michelle Yeoh.
I know. But
Yeah,
if they have, if they do any behind the scenes stuff, it's probably gonna be on YouTube.
yeah. I mean, so is the Ready Room.
Yeah, yeah. The Ravens on YouTube. Yeah.
Who is closest to Toronto here? Not the people who live in Texas, Fathery. I do bet Section 31 gets a Blu-ray release.
Yeah.
Marcelo, I think you might be the closest to Vancouver.
Yes, I am the closest to
I
Vancouver.
don't
Yeah.
think you're particularly close to Vancouver, but
No, but I'm
because
I'm closer
yeah,
than you.
Vancouver's the West
Vancouver.
Coast, right?
Yeah. Yes. Yes. I
No,
think.
Toronto. No, Toronto. But Toronto's on the East Coast.
Yeah. No. No. Toronto's on the east.
Yeah. So you're
Vancouver's
yeah,
on.
much closer to
Yeah.
Toronto than I am.
Yeah. Yeah. Toronto for me is that way.
Yeah. I uh no, it's funny. I think someone I was talking to didn't know where I lived online, and I said something about being fairly close to the border, and they assumed I meant Canada. I was like, no, I meant Mexico. Couldn't be farther away and still be in the continuous U.S. than like
Yep.
from Canada.
Yeah. No, I was talking to
Okay,
a bunch
Dave,
of
you gotta go be our ready room people now. Go get clips.
I wouldn't be surprised if like a Star Trek fan actually took out the mantle and
Yeah. Well,
kind of
the problem with because of the ready room being something official, they can put clips from episodes in and not get in
right.
trouble.
Right, that's true.
And
That's true.
they can like it's much easier to track people down if you could go to where they work.
Right, that is true.
Yeah.
I didn't consider that
It,
because if a fan were to take it over, it would be much more complicated.
yeah. Um like the rights to get clips for like anything like documentary style is like complicated.
Right.
You're
No, but
in Detroit,
I
anyone
get
closer.
yeah, I'm closer
Yeah,
to
I was like, if
Detroit.
people don't want to say with their exact location, I get that.
Yeah, but if anybody's been watching the show for a while, you know
Yeah.
where I live, so it's fine. Um, no, but what's funny? I do think that since Star Trek is under new ownership now, I do think their laws against fans sharing footage online has
Mm-hmm.
changed a bit because I reacted to that thing that the Roddenberry Archives put out.
Mm-hmm.
I did a I did a
Yeah.
full reaction to that.
What's funny, as Father is saying, is he was able to do reactions. WB used to like crack down on that stuff, and I think they've
But
learned that like it's good promotion to like let
yeah,
people
it's good
react to
promotion,
stuff.
right? Like
I
I can, yeah, I can remember.
WB once their like lawyer and like algorithm stuff was so strict they accidentally took down something they posted for like
Oh
copyright
my god,
infringement.
Really?
Yeah, this is
Holy
years ago
crap!
now.
Years ago. I don't I don't know if you remember, Father, but I remember when you were thinking about starting your Superman podcast,
Mhm.
and I told you that I was going to do a trailer reaction to Creature Commandos, and you're like, "Good, do that, and let me know if the algorithm screws with you."
Yeah.
And it didn't. So
I
yeah, so I reacted to this Star Trek thing that they put out weeks ago, and I got hold on. I don't mean to uh, shove my numbers in your face, but give me a second. Ah, I put on the incognito mode. Sorry, hold on, wait a minute, hold on.
I honestly, the worst part is, I think the real thing to blame is the like YouTube, whatever the YouTube goes in search, and it's just smart enough to be dangerous, where it
Right? Yeah,
can't
yeah. Oh, thank
tell
you.
fair use is a thing, and it is actually
Yeah,
not illegal to do. It is a transformative work if you're reacting to something.
yeah,
Like,
yeah. Look, I reacted to this
I.
Star Trek short film, and I got 673 views in
Mm-hmm.
7 days.
Nice.
Holy shit! I mean,
I.
come on.
I'm now remembering what someone
Sorry.
who worked like with Nostalgia Critic posted a behind the scenes video, and like one of their videos got like demonetized or something because the algorithm was like, "You've stolen this clip from the Nostalgia Critic," and he went, "No, I just know Doug Walker, and his voice is in this clip."
Okay. Yeah.
It's
Yeah. Well,
yeah,
I actually missed the
yep.
nostalgia critic. I haven't seen him in a while.
Yeah, YouTube AI is like, what fair use? What law?
What law? No, like I put together a short film for my family for Christmas of like old family footage. I've been working on
Mm-hmm.
this secretly for like 6 months.
Oh wow.
And if you guys think that I'm blowing the lead here, my family doesn't care about anything I do online, so they'll never see this. Um, I did like ending credits, right? I did like about four a 6 minute end credit sequence. And in the end credit sequence, I made sure to say that all these clips in the movie, including the music, was quote unquote belonged to me. And if I took any elements from anybody else, I made sure that I would get credit.
Mm-hmm.
Or no, I gave them credit. And the algorithm still came down on my ass. Luckily, YouTube said that this film that I made was blocked in some countries, but because of copyright laws, because there was music in the film that I could have taken out, but if I take out the music, it will damage the meaning of the scene.
Mm-hmm.
So YouTube said that it's blocked in some countries because of copyright infringement, but my channel is not affected, which is fine. Yeah,
Yeah, it's
yeah,
yeah, it's just
it's fuck. Yeah,
crazy.
that's yeah. That's why I've moved over to Twitch and I do a lot of stuff on Twitch now. Like
Mm-hmm.
I react to full episodes of Outlander. If you guys like Outlander and want to watch me watch the first season, uh, I've reacted to the first 7 episodes. I've already done the wedding episode. When Claire, sorry, I didn't mean to talk about Star Trek Outlander, but we started talking about. Sorry, guys, I'm losing it.
I but yeah, it's just
It's crazy.
insane. Or like, okay, TikTok sometimes now has a thing if you show something in the using their green screen event and they're like, copyright because you showed a screenshot of something. I was like, yeah, I was just trying to talk about it and I needed to add an example of what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah. Like I remember the old days when YouTube,
You could
you could make
you
fan
used to be able to
videos.
just post movies on YouTube. That I get
Yeah,
why they
yeah,
don't
yeah,
allow.
yeah.
I This is a true fact. The first time I watched the 6-hour BBC miniseries version of Pride and Prejudice, it was on YouTube videos, meaning
Oh,
it was in 10-minute increments, meaning it was like 60 YouTube videos.
oh my god. That's oh crap.
Which
That's
is
so
I did that as
insane.
a, and I did that as a teenager, and as an adult, I'm like, that's insane. Like,
That's insane. That's absolutely insane. Actually, I uh it just left my head. If I remember, I'll tell you. But like I remember when I was looking for this really really rare movie a couple years ago. It was a movie with Michael J. Fox um where he wants to buy a hotel. His dream is to buy a hotel, and he gets this investor guy to invest in the to invest in the land so he can buy the land so he can make the hotel. Anyway,
Mhm.
he ends up getting swindled for all the money, and it's a Brian Grazer film, and it was made like in the early '90s. It's called for Lover Money,
Mhm.
and it was only available on YouTube a couple years ago, and that's the first time I saw it, like in like 6 years. Now, if I want to get that movie, I can get it through other ways. But before I got more intelligent with being a pirate, um,
Mhm.
not that I am encouraging that because kids don't steal. Um,
You wouldn't download a pizza.
no,
I
I wouldn't download
100%
a
would
pizza.
download a pizza. I like.
Yeah, yeah, I would download a
I
pizza, wouldn't
I
I?
thought that at the time too. I was like, I would download a pizza. Like.
um, but when I found that movie on YouTube, like you, I watched it like in 20 parts.
Mhm. Um. But yeah, that is true. The salon is starting soon.
Yeah,
If you want,
sorry.
they probably won't talk about weird piracy laws because why would
No,
they?
we're
Um,
not going to do that. Sorry.
and then after the
Uh,
salon, go and watch Father E's reaction to the Superman trailer. That's
it's
your
so good.
homework after this stream, I guess.
Yeah, it's so good. And
Um,
guys, if you want to watch my reaction to the trailer, that thing will be up. That thing will probably be up a little bit before midnight Eastern Standard Time. So
okay, good to know. Also, yeah, just go watch. Yeah, go watch everyone reacting to this new Superman trailer. And yeah,
yeah.
any last thoughts about this season, Lower Decks in general? I guess.
I look. I really really love Lord. I will always love Lower Decks because it just harkened back to this to the type of Star Trek that I love to watch. It harkened back to my love for TNG, and it has become the n- the show from the show from the Kurtzman era that I watched the most.
And so I love Lower Decks. And I'm still in denial about this being the last season. Please give me more. That is my main. I want more, and I'm gonna be annoying about it. Sorry.
Yeah,
Um,
I forgive you.
yeah. So
I
I guess
would.
happy holidays, everyone.
Yep.
Um,
Hope
and
Santa. Yeah.
and I guess should we end by going by chanting? Like,
Yeah. Sure.
yeah. Lower decks,
Lower
lower
decks.
decks,
Lower
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 decks,
decks.
lower